Say you want to play Half-Life Alyx, but you've never played a Half-Life game before. Or someone you know wants you to play Half-Life Alyx because it's the closest they can get to actually getting you to play a video game. But since it's the most recent game in the series, it's probably important that you have some backstory, right? Well, here you go. This is the story of Half-Life for people who won't play it. And it should go without saying, but just in case, spoilers ahead, you should only watch this if you have no intention of playing the games.
Chapter 1! What it means!
Welcome to Black Mesa, a top-secret government research facility out in New Mexico. You are Gordon Freeman, a 27-year-old MIT graduate with a PhD in theoretical physics. But instead of making you do calculations, or anything even theoretically physical, the science team tells you to put this weird crystal into their giant laser beam. No, that is not a euphemism. Oh god, oh gee! It appears you've accidentally opened a portal to another dimension, and aliens are pouring in. Great going, Einstein. You've begun what is referred to as the Black Mesa Incident. Among these aliens are head crabs, which are jumping spiders that turn people's brains into soup and mutate their bodies into some kind of horrifying monstrosity that shambles around, trying to cut people with their fingernails. There are also vortigaunts, who are just weird dudes who shoot lightning from their hands, barnacles, which grow on ceilings and choke their prey before swallowing them whole, and a menagerie of other creatures that don't show up in the other games, so I won't talk about them. So you, as Gordon Freeman, make your way out of Black Mesa, picking up a crowbar along the way. Throughout the game, you're watched from afar by this weird-looking guy in a blue suit, and every time you try to follow him, he disappears. So you work with the surviving scientists of Black Mesa to make it to the surface, where you find that the US military has come to rescue you. Just kidding! They're here to kill everybody associated with the project and cover up an alien invasion. But you, as Gordon Freeman, exercise your Second Amendment right to bear arms and wipe out the entire US military.
Gordon, I have good news. I am now positive with these deaths that we have wiped out the entire United States military.
So you make your way through Black Mesa, as you try to find a way to escape both the aliens underground and the military on the surface. In the process, learning that this facility has been experimenting on these aliens long before you opened the floodgates. You find some scientists that tell you that they found a way to stop all the ghosts that were coming through. But the only way to do it is to teleport over to the other dimension and kill the creature holding the portal open. So you go to Zen, the alternate dimension and homeworld of the head crabs, what is that thing? And the vortigaunts, who it turns out were being enslaved by these weird floating big-brained babies. The vortigaunts help you reach the big-brained baby boss, and you fight for your right to party, until he dies and blows up, taking the entire Zen dimension with him. However, before you're brutally torn apart atom by atom, that weird guy in a suit pauses time, as you do, and thanks you for saving the universe. Then he offers you a job, and if you don't take it, then he'll kill you. So you say yes, and he puts you into stasis for 20 years.
Chapter 2! They revoke her to isotrope, but they don't.
Weird suit man wakes you up and says something about
the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.
And he puts you on a train. But when you get off this train, there's a bunch of police in gas masks, and you're in Russia now, and there's this guy on the big TV that says,
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen, or been chosen, to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers.
None of this making sense? It doesn't. Let's back up a bit. You see, what you thought was a localized incident at Black Mesa was actually a global war. But it turns out that the big-brained baby boss was the last of his kind, and he was running away from an intergalactic and interdimensional empire called the Combine, and they sought to drive his species extinct, which you did for them. Great going, Einstein. And, as an interdimensional empire, they notice a whole lot of interdimensional nonsense happening on this weird planet. So they decide to come and take over. And so we went to war with an interdimensional and intergalactic empire. For 7 hours. and we lost. Skip forward 20 years, and they've managed to make us police ourselves into working for them through genetic modification, and by putting up a field around the whole planet that makes it so we can't reproduce. So that's fun. Now you, as Gordon Freeman, suddenly show up in this super wacky world and start making your way around. But the space Nazis have such a tight grip that they can scan the city's population and detect that you are not supposed to be there. And they try to kill you. Luckily, before they can do that, you're rescued by everyone's favorite boyhood crush, Alyx Vance. That's gonna be you! So the two of you make your way to the base of the human resistance and meet Alyx's pet robot named Dog. But uh-oh, you were followed by the space Nazis, and the leader of the resistance, Eli Vance, look, here he is in the first game, he had a leg back then. Anywho, Eli is taken hostage by the Combine. Luckily, you escape being taken to prison and drive to prison to break Eli out of prison. Good job. Unluckily, you get there and his assistant, who we met at the Resistance base, betrays everyone and teleports him to the mothership, I mean the tower, called the Citadel. So, like Gordon Freeman do, you blow up the whole prison and start a revolution that humanity totally starts losing, and you make your way to the Citadel. You make it there, kill the guy from the TV at the beginning, and blow up the alien tower with you inside. Why do you keep doing this? Don't worry, Suit Guy stops time again and says he'll use you when he needs you.
Chapter 3! Distraction is imminent!
Some purple Vortigons poof out of nowhere and save you and Alyx from the tower blowing up, and they stop the Suit Guy from stopping them from saving you. You wake up at the bottom of the tower and you spend 3 hours escaping City 17 again, and the tower blows up again. Turns out the tower exploding was a really bad thing, because now it's opening a portal to the literal actual homeworld of the intergalactic and interdimensional empire. But luckily, it's super unstable, and anything that might come through it would probably turn inside out. So we've got some time to figure out how to turn it off. So you and Alyx drive to the new Resistance base where all of your friends— oh god! But don't worry, Vortigons turn purple and heal her. But Suitman angry that you're not doing exactly what he wants, so he freezes time again and says to Alyx,
Now, listen carefully, my dear. When you see your father, relay these words. Prepare for unforeseen consequences.
Anyway, she's all healed up now, so you and Alyx drive to the new Resistance base, where all of your friends tell you that we've found a way to shut down the portal. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and keep breaking it. We blow up the tower for a third time with a very big rocket. While you're celebrating, Alyx breaks character for a second and repeats Suitman's message.
Dad, prepare for unforeseen consequences.
What did you say?
Dad! Okay. It's okay. Just lean into me.
Eli tells you that he heard that phrase once before, just before you put the crystal into the laser beam, still not a euphemism, in Black Mesa 20 years ago. So the portal is closed, but there's still Combine on Earth. So your scientist buddies track down a mythical superweapon that may or may not be capable of time travel. Some think we should use it, but Eli says that we should destroy it. Either way, we start packing up to head out to the superweapon. And then the literal actual Combine, like the primary race Combine, show up, trap us, suck out Eli's brain, get scared off by Alyx's pet robot, and that's where the story ends, and we've just been sitting on that for like 13 years. And now you're ready to play Half-Life Alyx. Have fun. Okay, thanks, I love you, bye.